It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Browns of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Now Wilson on first down. They'll drop this down to Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They will start this drive with 4. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He finds his man complete. That's 4. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Draw play to Ford. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Browns at 9-1 on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more with Ford, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Ford. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. Going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Oh, able to avoid him.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. They run with 4. And just shutting him off there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
On the ground, it's 4. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This is Ford. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A final shot before half from Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. I used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. And running with power here. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away to his left. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Now Wilson running left on the option. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ford.
84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Past the 20. Pushes past him. A 2nd stiff arm. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jordan Akins, 45 yards.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Dancing to his left. Oh, some strong running. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Murray now. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Ford.
And he is going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. His way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. Now Murray again. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the staff points can be used when you have enough to see what effect each. Some talent trees make you select a path to follow. It's Week 13 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Rams and the Browns, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Browns of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and we're...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 87 yards and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Being chased out left. And he is caught. A solid stiff arm. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. 4. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's 4. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, 4. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 48 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's 4th. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. 4. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now. It's 4th, and he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Stafford on 1st down. Pass caught. It's been sporadic. And he's taken down inside the 30. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Here's Stafford now, 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Wilson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. Complete to Jones. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes time, we'll hand you off to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And now they're in the hurry up. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Forced out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Ford.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. They'll roll him out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Stafford here. Short throw, it's Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On second down, here's Stafford.
To the right, and Skoranek is there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a first down throw, Stafford.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Second and 10, Stafford again.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Kenny Pickett leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. DeAndre Hopkins leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Big 20.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Hopkins' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but
Julio Jones all alone. There's a nice move, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football going back to the Rams now.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one complete on the slant route. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Let's go, fellas. Let's do it. Me and you, baby.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
Well, you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
2nd down and 6 now.
Murray going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Throwing again is Stafford.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. First throw now for the backup Wentz.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Wentz, got to have this one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.